Okay, so this is another review video for something I got last week, and it's going to be a two-figure review, and they've literally just come out over here, so they're quite hard to find at the minute. But what I've got the boxes here, so I have opened them and they're just off to the side, so I'm just showing you all the artwork. So I've got Slammer. It's a really nice artwork there. Now he is designed to upgrade pipes. And he is here. So as you saw in the back of the box, he's a parts former. He is a really nice little sculpt. Yes, the back of the legs are a little hollow, but that is for transformation. He's designed to go actually with... Oh, I've missed a piece. He's designed to go with the old generation's Titan Metroplex, because he actually has a tower mode which can combine with the Titan. Now, I haven't worked it out just yet, but it's something for me to look into. So this is the robot mode. He is a deluxe class. I mean, the sculpt work they've done on him is fantastic. The head sculpt is plain and simple, so it could be used for upcoming army builders. So as I was saying, he's a parts former. You can break him down into pieces, and this is required for transformation. And as you can break down, every single part that comes off is on a pivot, so you can rotate nearly everything. Now, one thing that I did spot, if I come to the front of the chest here, that piece here, which you use to attach the waist, is actually a redesigned Combiner Wars combiner port. So you could use this in place of a limb and it would fit, which is surprisingly bizarre to see, because I wasn't expecting him to have that compatibility. So I just need to put that back on there. So if I randomly have to get up and pause a video, it's because I'm expecting a delivery today. I have Blaster on his way, and he is due to be delivered today. So, next step is the lower leg for the vehicle form. Now, what I didn't realise is that you have to use the ankle tilt and click it down. Otherwise, it does not fit. Now, the instructions don't actually tell you that very well. It took me about half an hour. Now, for the arms, they do tab together. You rotate them there, it becomes the top of the turret. I need that little piece that I missed off to begin with. I knew I put it to a side for a reason, because that is the piece that you use to join the barrel on. Now you can put the side parts to the tank on. That wasn't supposed to come off. There are a couple of issues like that. There have been reports of parts of him being extremely loose. Now, the only bit of mine that is loose is the bit that holds the barrel on. So what you want to do here, flip down the torso or the waist, and then you just pin it together. And it should just click up into the bottom of the tank, slide the turret forward, just line it all up, and that is Slammer in his tank mode. So he's quite weighty for a deluxe, which is pretty cool. Now he does have wheels, but he can't roll that well. He has 2 wheels at the front, here, and he has a roller here. They're extremely tight on my version, especially that roller. Now, articulation in tank mode, don't expect to get too much because there isn't anything. You can literally only just lift the turret. That is the only thing he can do. You can't even rotate it. It is fixed in place. Now, if they remolded one of the other tank figures that we got, you could have had a rotating barrel. But unfortunately, they decided to create this new mould and then limit you with the articulation. So he is a really nice transformation for a parts former. Everything does clip away nicely. I would say fold, but you have to disassemble him. Now, you do have the head on show, but you have to rotate it down, so it's only the back of the head. Which I might paint at some point, so it blends in with the rest of the tank, because it's white. Now, for the upgrade mode that he has, because he is a parts bot, so of course he upgrades other figures. Which is one of the things I love about these. Because you can create some really random modes. So if I just do what the instructions say to do, you have to get it around the right way. Okay, I've got to swap the shoulders over. I need to double check that one. No, that is right. So it doesn't actually look right, but according to the instructions, it is. I would have personally had it up the other way around, but there we go. So the tank treads pop off, and these become a buzzsaw. Now I need that little piece from the barrel. Now that actually fits securely on there, surprisingly, but doesn't really attach securely to anything else. So that is a buzzsaw upgrade. Now you do get these 2 bits which have to tab together and becomes a gun. Like so. So these bits are used together but are for the back upgrade. So you just do that. And then this bit has to do the splits. And just goes in there like so. And then all you do is pop the toes back up as if they were robot mode. And these will just tab in to the back of the leg. And that is a shoulder mounted missile pack. For whoever you want it to go on. So his arms are feet extensions. And they actually look really nice. The tank treads become a buzzsaw, and the base plate and cannon barrel become a cannon. So, for upgrading a figure, the only figure I have to hand is the next figure who I'm reviewing for this, and is, if I can grab his box, Pipes. Now, I did find these two together in the shop, so I decided to grab them both together. He is almost identical to Huffer, with one single difference, other than the cannons, and that is the back transformation. So the truck cab on this guy points down. For Huffer, it's the other way up. You would have the grille pointing upwards. And I prefer this actually, because it looks a lot cleaner than what Huffer had. But I just don't really like the white plastic. I might have to darken it slightly, but I don't really mind it. It can be brittle. So this is Pipes, and he is tiny. Well, he is a mini bot, so I wouldn't be shocked to know he was that small. But compared to other figures, he is literally the size of Earthrise Cliffjumper. So for transformation, it's literally same steps as Huffer. Want to get the truck cab pointing the right way first, because it now rotates, which Huffer's never did. And it's also on a double hinge as well. So that's a bit to watch out for. If anything's going to break, it might be there. So you also now want to rotate the head up. I have noticed that the cab sits a lot better with the head pointed up. Right. Just need to tab everything in place. Another thing to watch out for is rotating the arms. It can be extremely tight. And when you've got everything lined up, you can now move on to the lower body, which just folds up and tabs into place. So now I can just ease down the truck cab. Now, it doesn't sit as well as it's supposed to, but it definitely sits a lot better than Huffer's did. I mean, you can hear a click from it being able to move a bit further, but it just doesn't stay. And then you just put his guns on the back, and that is where they live. So this is his vehicle form. He is a very nice little truck. Yes, that is hollow there, but for transformation. Now, they have done an upgrade kit for Huffer, so there's bound to be one to come for this guy too, which will fill all of that, as well as the visible hands. The head you can't really do anything about, but it is what it is. Now the wheels roll really nicely. And that's basically it for his vehicle form. So I'll just transform him back, and then I will upgrade him with Slammer. Transforming him back is always faster, or I've noticed anyway. Right, so there's Pipes. Now to just upgrade him, you simply get the pieces, and he has 5mm pegs for the feet. And he's got two 5mm pegs on the arms, and he has one on his back, and that is all you need. So for this, you just line up the peg like so. Now, they're a bit oversized for him, but apparently it is meant to go with him because it's on the box. And it shows you the best way to upgrade, which is what I am doing. I don't see how they managed to get that there because that is a bit heavy. But it seems to be holding. And then the last piece. So here is Pipes upgraded with Slammer. Now he's gone from being a mini-bot size to more of a Voyager size. But be careful with the peg that attaches this. It doesn't go in fully because the roof lights hit the bottom of the tank treads. But it does stay, so it can be used. And actually, he doesn't look too bad. He might actually suit Wheeljack better, if I can find one. But I have put this guy on Nemesis Prime, who I still have to review yet. And that worked too. So that is my review for today. Thank you for watching, and I will be back again with another review, which is most likely going to be Kingdom Blaster. See ya.